Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good couple of days of trading here. Uh, we haven't been real busy, but today we did actually a couple of day trades. We're going to talk about that as we look at our portfolio. We actually day traded QQQ and GME. Another exciting day for that one. So we're going to talk about that as we look at our portfolios. But let's jump over to our portfolio first, and then we'll talk about those day trades. All right, so here's our portfolio. As you can see, we've added GME to the top, QQQ to the top. Those are the ones we just recently uh, traded today. As you can see, GME was up 103% during the day. Um, I actually got some kind of alert today. I'm going to go ahead and pull that chart up and let's see that one-day chart here. I got an alert earlier today from Yahoo letting me know that that one was having some activity. Um, so we went and checked it out, and when I looked at it, it was about 75, 60, $65, something like that. And I noticed it was just jumping $3 at a time, $4 at a time, and I finally just said, well, I'm gonna try to play this thing, and so I put in a market order and got some shares at 78.16. So we bought it at 78.16, held on to it pretty much uh, it, throughout the rest of the day. That was about, I think it was, I want to say 2:30 our time, which would be 3:30, 30 minutes before the market closed. It got halted a couple of times, and I thought they were going to play some games like they did the other day. Um, and but uh, after it came up again, it would actually uh, just keep going up. So I never was in trouble on those shares I bought there. Uh, and every time it just kept going up, kept going up. So what I did was I actually turned around and bought some more shares in another account, my other IRA. And no, I did it. I did it in the cash account. I'm sorry, in the cash account. So I bought the same amount of shares again in that account at $92 a share. And when I bought those, it did start to pull back. So uh, it got back to about 82, I think it was. And so I said, well, if this thing gets back to 95, because I did see it start coming back up. So I said, if it gets back to 95, I'll sell. So I put in a sell order for those at 95. So watched it. It got frozen about 15 minutes before the market closed. They kept it halted, and then it opened back up in the after hours, and it just started going nuts again. And I actually thought I still had that. I forgot I had that sale order for 95 out there, so I thought that one was doing real good. But went out and looked at it, saw that it has sold at 95. Still had the ones that I got at 78, and ended up selling those at 120. Okay, so there's 2 day trades there. The $78 ones that I bought, I made 53.5% in probably less than an hour, and the other ones I made 3.2%, probably less than 5 minutes. So pretty good trade. I wished I'd held on to the other ones. Didn't have that 95 order in there, but I was really just trying to get back down to one account so I could manage that a little bit better. So anyway, that's what I did there. But the day wasn't over yet. I actually had to run an errand, and so while I was driving on my errand, I saw uh, that it had dropped back down to about this time it was around the 145 area because it had gone all the way up almost close to 200, I think, and had dropped back down to the 145 area. And so I watched it in that area, and it kept going 145 to 150, 145 to 150, 140 to 145, those types of things. And it kept hitting that 145, and I thought, well, if it gets past that 145, it's probably going to take off again. So I went ahead and pulled off the road, put my order in, and at 1:45, and decided, well, I'm going to go in and run my errand, and when I get out, I'm just going to be seeing where I'm at. Okay, I was keeping an eye on it while I was in the store, but I watched it and watched it. And it was pretty far ahead. It got up to it was up to 150 and 155, and then it got up to 160, and I had told myself I was going to sell at 175, but then it started running pretty good, so I pulled my order and just waited and watched it and sat there waiting for my buddy to come meet me for dinner. And so I just sat there and watched it, and when it got to 180, I put in the order to sell, and it sold at 180.33. So that was my last trade on it, and it was 24.3%. So 3 trades, 53.5%, 3.2%, 24.3%. That 24% probably took less than an hour. So it was a good trade. So what's that going to do tomorrow? That's a good question. Um, Pre-market opens 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, so I wouldn't be surprised if that thing doesn't fall a little bit, maybe to begin with. But who knows how this is going to go? If they're going to be playing games again tomorrow, who knows? Um, but I may jump in there at 145 if I wake up and it's down at 145 levels. But it's dangerous for sure. Uh, that's how we got caught in the Tilray recently. So we got to be careful with it. But we're not putting a ton of money in it. But it's making good money, so that's that's pretty good. So we may play again tomorrow. It just makes for an exciting day for one thing. But that one did pretty good today, so we're tickled with that. The other one we'll talk about here in just a minute. But here's your chart. You can see here towards the end of the day is when it really went crazy. And one of the reasons I decided to play is I took a look at that 6 month chart, and when it was going up, I looked at that and I said, well, this is just a blip compared to what it did recently. So I thought, well, it'd be worth a shot. It might run all the way up to here again. But I didn't wait that long. I took that money pretty quick. Glad I did. Could have held it. It actually went on up to at the very end of after hours. It went up to about 195, and then it pulled back some, and it ended up finishing up here at 168. So I'm going to watch it tomorrow, and in the morning if I get up early, I'll take a look and see where we're at on that. But 75 million shares traded. 34 is the average volume. So pretty good volume for sure. And you can see here's where the volume came in at. Boom, 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 and right there, pretty good volume right there at the close. And so that almost concerns me sometimes when I see something like that. You see that huge spike right there. It's almost like, okay, right before the market was closed, they unloaded on it. So we shall see. We shall see. It could just been a huge buy, but we're gonna check it out tomorrow for sure. See if we can play with that again tomorrow. All right. So that was an exciting day trade. Now this is a QQQ. This is a ETF that kind of reflects the Nasdaq. So what I did yesterday, I actually bought into this yesterday. We sold it today, so it wasn't quite a day trade. It was less than a day, I guess. But what happened yesterday? The market was down, and what I saw is the S&P and the Dow had both gone green, and the Nasdaq had actually not gone green yet. So I went ahead and purchased some of that. Can't remember if it was after it got a little green or what, but I did get in at that one at 321. So it would have been somewhere right in this area, something like that, somewhere right in here. So I bought it at 321. It got up to 323 there, and I decided to hold it for the rest of the day to see what it was going to do today. And you can see what it did today. It just kind of it did fall off towards the end of the session yesterday, and then today it's kind of got up there to the 323 level. So I decided just to go ahead and sell there at 323. So it was a whopping point 0.3, not 3%, but 0.3% in about a day. We just took that. That was a little bit more money that I had in that one because you can see the share price here is $324. So that's, you buy a few of those and you've got a lot of money in it. And I had it across all three accounts. So I just wanted to go ahead and just see if I thought it was going to give me a better day today. And it did go up another dollar from where I sold. So, but actually, let's see, yeah. So I could have made another dollar or so out of it, but that's all right. We weren't trying to get a kill on that one. We were just trying to get 2 or 3% in a relatively quick time, and we didn't get it, but we didn't lose a dime. We made a little bit actually, so that's okay. And we're done with those trades. We got our cash back on the sideline. Uh, Still holding Akamai. That one's actually fought up to the green for a little while today, and then it closed in the red just barely. You got your SPCE, that's the Virgin Galactic. It's up 4.44% today. It's a pretty good little day for it. UVXY, now this one's kind of aggravating me, down 5%. It's supposed to be a ProShares Ultra VIX short-term futures ETF, but it's really not. It doesn't seem to be playing like something that has to do with volatility as much as it does short of the market. It's you can see it was green here at the beginning of the day, and that's when the markets were down. And then when the markets went up, of course, it falls off. But it was volatile both the last 2 days. The market was up and it was down. It was up, it was down. It was just some big moves, and that, in my mind, is what volatility is all about. So, not understanding how this one's going. Don't like what I see, but we're going to hang on to it. We're in it, and so we're just going to hang on to it because eventually this volatility will be bad swings at some point. It may not be, next month or two, but at some point we're going to get it back up here into these levels here, I believe. Any kind of bad downward turns, you'll see us in this 20-30 range at some point. So I'm not going to worry about it. It's kind of like insurance. If the market does go bad on us, we'll at least have something that's green, and that's what we want. Cliff, not holding any Cliff right now. I think their earnings are coming up. Let's check that real quick. Someone had commented on that. Earnings date February 25th. That would be tomorrow. So there you go. So watch for that one tomorrow. See how it does on its earnings. I'm not sure if that's pre-market or post-market or what. Let's see here. Don't see anything there, but watch that one. It could be before the market opens. And if it is, you may get a pop out of that one, which would be good for that one. SH, that's our ProShare short S&P. If the S&P's up, that's going to be down, and so the S&P was up today, so it's down. KO, the Coca-Cola company, up a little bit again today. Tilray had a pretty good day today, up 12%. It was up another 5% in after hours. Let's take a look at that. So the volume on it was, about half volume, so not a lot of volume, but you do see a little bit of volume towards the end of the day, and it did get another 5-6% in after hours. So hopefully whoever's playing games with GME will jump back on that one and get this one back up there so we can get back out of that one. NKLA, that's our Nikola Corporation. That's the electric trucks, those type of things. Had a good day today, nice 7% gain. Like to see that. That one's been on a downward trend, so it's something we wanted to see there. U.S. Steel up 6%. I wished I had some of that, but don't. I kind of keep that on the list because I like to watch that one and Cliff. So we'll just keep those on our list. ACB again. I don't own any of this right now, but it got up a little bit today, and so tomorrow it could be another exciting day. Sure hope so. I like the good green days. We need some. We've been going in the wrong direction here lately, but those day trades today sure did help. It was a pretty good little lick. So we'll take that to help our week. And but hope you enjoy the video. Maybe a very exciting day tomorrow where Cliff having earnings. I'm not holding any of that, but some of you may be. And our GameStop, and let's see what's going on with that. AMC is probably doing a little bit of the same. I don't know if it did as much as GME did today, but watch that one as well, AMC. All right. Well, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, and don't forget to like the videos or make any comments, any suggestions you want to make as far as maybe some stocks that you're trading that has potential for this year. That'd be awesome too. But don't forget to click that subscribe button. You can click this button right here, and that will get you subscribed, and punch that like button as well. All right, and have a great day of trading tomorrow. We'll get back on here later on in the week, probably Sunday or so. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.